Welcome to Truth Be Told, the Kenyan story, and the fourth episode. Today, we have a very important issue to talk about. So, on the first day of June 2019, a big pronouncement was made by the President of the Republic of Kenya and the President of the Central Bank of Kenya. The old notes which we are used to were consigned to the Museum of History. So, what does that mean to this country? Today, as we promised, we have a guest in the house, Oliver. Welcome so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So our guest is Oliver Magari, a very close friend of mine. And today, Oliver,
Yeah.
maybe you have a few notes, the new notes. You give me two, three of them.
Actually, it's saddening that I still don't have the notes as per now.
Yeah.
Because as you might have seen,
Yes.
the first notes with the serial number, I think 00001,
Yeah.
were given to the president.
The big guys in the
Yeah,
country.
the big guys in the country.
Yeah. So Oliver,
Yeah.
immediately the pronouncement was made.
Yeah.
One important thing we must talk about is that there is a group of politicians, I don't want to mention them, who came out speaking in church that the period which was given, the grace period before the notes are phased out, is very long. That it could have even been made yesterday. Should it be that way?
Actually, even though you might not want to mention names,
Yes.
but I think it's common knowledge
Yeah.
that as things stand now in this nation,
Yes.
we only have two major political groups.
Yes.
One is Team Tangatanga,
Yes.
the other one Team
Kieleweke.
Kieleweke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually both parties have had their say on this issue
Yes.
of mostly their 1,000 note
Yeah, it was the most
currency
talked
being
about.
phased out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think going back to your question on the time frame,
Yes.
you know, some people said actually from the Tangatanga group,
Yes.
some of them were saying that the dates should be even brought much closer,
Even tomorrow.
even tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I think they were saying that as a mockery.
Yeah. It was a
Because when you look at it in the public eye, most people think that it's the Tangatanga team that has been targeted by this strategy.
Yeah. Right.
But on the other side, we also have the Team Kieleweke.
Yeah.
Actually, I've seen one member saying that in fact the dates should also be brought closer. But you know, I would say that it seemed logical because it was unlike the other guys who are saying that let it be even tomorrow, of which we know that's impossible. The team
Kieleweke.
Team
At
Kieleweke,
least
one
they
of
said
them
the-
was saying that
the
at
period
least let's make it to August. I think that was reasonable.
Yes, I can't agree with you
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
You know, one thing in this country is that we politicize everything.
Everything wants to be politicized.
We have this penchant towards politicizing everything.
Everything,
Even
yeah.
if something is good for the country, we politicize.
Politicize.
So there is a sense in which the period, which the 4-month period, anyway, it may appear a bit long, but I think there must have been some kind of reasoning by the CBK governor and his team to make the period that long. But those guys joking about it and saying that it could have even been made the following day, that is not good. Eh?
That's mockery.
That's not good.
That's
So
mockery, yeah.
I think there is no need to rush. You know, there's a friend of mine who told me that it is only the mushroom which matures overnight.
Overnight,
Yeah. And we are not mushroom. These are important national issues. So we should not be joking about such things.
You know, like when the guy puts it that in fact let it be tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps me thinking with these. Okay, right now I have a few thousands in my account
Yes.
and a few thousands in cash.
Yeah.
Where will I take them if these notes were to be phased out by tomorrow?
Yes.
You see, I shall have been unfairly. My money shall have been unfairly taken away from me because it will be of no worth if I have it and I can't use it because it's no longer a legal
Yeah,
channel.
you see, you said you have some few
I
notes,
have a few thousands.
No.
No. Okay, okay.
Just keep them. I think I also have
Yeah,
a few.
you have a
but,
few.
Why do people keep so much cash at their homes? Why is it that? Why do you hold like let's say more than 5 million in your house? Why do you keep 10 million in your house, why do people shy from taking their money to the bank? Do they fear being asked questions about the source of the money?
You know, I'd say that most of the people who have these huge sums of amount of money in their homes,
Yes.
you see, most of them, because actually there's no reason why you wouldn't want to take your money to the bank.
Yeah.
I would say that back in the days, maybe it would have been cumbersome because the bank branches were very few and you had to go to the bank physically before you can cash out your money.
Yes, true.
But you know, currently we have mobile money transfer.
Yeah.
Why should you shy from keeping your money in the bank unless
Yes.
you suspect that some questions will be asked about how you got your money?
Yes. Now, back in my village,
Yeah.
it is called Bunyanya. For information.
Bunyanya village.
Yes.
Okay.
In Bunyanya village,
Yeah.
I think we have approximately 5 bank agents. We have KCB, we have Equity, we have Copcash and others. I don't remember them very well. So, no Kenyan, at least maybe those regions which are too much marginalized. But I don't think there is a Kenyan who has a good reason not to take their money to the bank.
Actually, there's no reason.
There's no good reason.
Like
because
looking at your details about the bank agents,
yes.
I think, is it currently nationwide?
Yes.
I think it's at a tune of, is it 60,000 or 600,000? I'm not
Bank
sure of
agents.
the numbers, but
Yes.
bank agents are everywhere,
Yes.
every corner. No matter which bank you use to deposit your money,
Yes.
at least you will always find an agent somewhere near you.
That's true.
So this thing about people having cash in their houses, I think it's something that's outdated.
Yes.
And if I don't find any reason why you should keep such a huge amount of money
I
in
think
your house.
why most people are shy from taking their money to the bank is because they fear what we call clinic questions. You know, when you go to the clinic, the last time you went to the clinic, you asked, "How are you?" Whatever.
How are you?
What is the problem? When you say, "I have a stomach ache," when did it start, and such
What
questions.
did you eat?
How did you eat?
You see those many questions.
So maybe some people fear when they take their 1M to the bank. Have you ever held 1M? Okay, that's aside. So when they take their money to the bank, they're asked,
Yeah.
"You are our customer. We love you so much, but this 1 million, where did you get it?" But if you got the money, if you took your time to plant, let's say maize or any other horticultural products,
Yes.
if you took your time to start your business, and these are your earnings, clean money, why do you fear to take the money to your bank? Just take the money, then explain this is the source, and you can confirm that indeed that is the source. But if you fear, then we as Kenyans, we have the right to question this money. Yeah, it cannot be.
It can't be. You see, like, was it last year or sometime this year?
Yes.
When one of us
Yes.
went and bought goats in
Yes.
cash.
Yes, I remember.
You see, such a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
Actually, that's.
Hmm?
I don't think you should have such
Carrying
a
money in
amount of
bags.
money, carrying it in a bag when you can have it on your phone.
Yeah,
A
niko na
simple
milioni
search.
mbili hapa.
Leta mbuzi.
Leta mbuzi. Eh?
Yeah, I think
You know,
that's an absurd situation in this country.
It pains us.
Yeah.
And you know, some cases we don't want to mention names, but just by saying the issue,
Everyone
I think Kenyans
knows.
can know
Yeah.
who the guys we are talking about.
Yeah.
And then, why can Kenyans try out digital money? Because I think digital money is a bit convenient. There is the convenience which comes with digital money. First of all, security.
Yeah.
When you hold cash and someone knows that you have cash, they might attack you anytime on these back streets and such.
Yeah.
So I think there is a sense in which if we opt for digital money, it can work. But going back to history, there are some cases like you were telling me about the Beba Pay
About
case
the Beba
in Nairobi
Pay,
and the other digital
yeah.
payments platforms.
Actually, some time back, I think Beba Pay was introduced when I think I must have been a first year or second year in campus. And actually, I took the card and I don't even remember where I kept it because I have never used it. You know, back in the days, a few buses were accepting the Beba Pay. But you know, there's also a challenge because most of our transactions, most people want cash.
Yes.
You see, like the Beba Pay mostly was meant for the public transport.
Yes.
But again, there's also another issue of corruption, which is a major
Yeah.
setback in this country,
The elephant
where
in the
the
room.
police have to be given how much?
50.
50 shillings.
Just 50 shillings.
And you see, with the Beba Pay, how will they be given the 50 shillings?
You see, but they, Oliver,
Yeah.
one of the things that pain me so much when I travel on the road,
Yeah.
when I enter a public service vehicle and I sit and I fasten my safety belt, I'm on the right side of the door.
Yeah.
Then as we travel, we come across a police roadblock. Then the tout manamba, matatu manamba, they just you see them just coiling the 50 bob, and then this guy, they are strategic.
Yeah.
They have this a strategy, so they go on the left side, then they first of all check the insurance, then they come on this side, then they are given the 50 shillings.
Actually,
It pains me because sometimes why can't just everybody be on the right side of the law?
You know, it's no longer even a matter of being on the right side of the law or on the wrong side of the law, because I think currently it has been made a culture whereby whether you are on the right or on the wrong, you'll have to give that 50 shillings, because if you don't, they'll always find something to keep you on the roads, which, you know, nobody would want that to happen to their passengers and their vehicles. So, you know, most of these manambas wanacho wakiwa hawana option. So what they do ni kupeana to your 50 bob.
I don't know, I don't know what we'll do.
Actually, going back to your point, so basically that's one of the reasons why maybe most people don't want to use cash in the electronic form. I think the other reason is a few times we've had, you know, the major form of pesa zetu, mostly if we don't have them in cash, the other second option is we have them in our phones via M-Pesa
and Airtel
money. But you know that M-Pesa is the major.
Yeah, is the most used.
Yeah, the most used. Yes. And quite a few number of times you heard that M-Pesa has had a breakdown, of which people can't do transactions. Maybe say you have 10,000 in your M-Pesa, you want to go do shopping.
You have money, but you don't have money.
You can't use it. I think that's another reason why maybe most people.
So the fear of the worst.
But that's not reason enough.
Yeah,
because how many times have we had M-Pesa breakdowns? I think it's countable.
It's countable, and mostly, you know, these tech companies, they are aware that people use these mobile money services. So mostly they schedule it during the odd hours. Majorly between let's say 10 p.m. to 000 hours. So that period, at least many Kenyans are not actively using the mobile money services. But speaking about people stuffing millions in their houses, are these millions the ones we encounter when we invite these guests for harambes, you know, in our churches? Because I don't want to mention where, okay, maybe, you know, when you invite a guest to be able to grace your fundraising in the church, maybe you have a project, you want to construct a church, you want to build up a house, residential apartment for your mchungaji, and then you are short of money. Of course, money is not that in plenty, and you know, contribution is about kutoa ni moyo. So these guys, I don't know how their moyo is. You know, somebody comes and then they slap you with 2 million.
With the 2 million, unexpected.
You know, the church is the benefactor there. Yes, we are very happy, but beyond the happiness, we need to question. Brother, we appreciate you gave us this 2 million, but where did you get this money?
Actually,
can Kenyans have that courage of asking?
I think nobody would ask that question. Being Kenyan, and the Kenyans that I know, me being one of them, I don't think we would ask that question. Because first of all, why have I called you to this place? It's because I'm in need of cash. Then you give me that cash. Why should I question? and yet I know that this cash that you've given me,
Yes.
it can solve my problem.
Yes.
And actually, it's not my duty to question where you got the cash.
Yeah.
We have let's say we have the what? We have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission,
ESCC.
ESCC.
Yes.
I think that's the body that can question you about how you got
Yes.
that cash.
Speaking
But
about
when you bring
ESCC,
it to me,
yes,
of course I
You
won't
just
question.
receive with
I'll
the-
receive it. Kwa
to-
moyo mkunjufu,
Yeah.
blessed is the hand that
That
giveth
gives.
than the one
that
that
receive.
taketh.
So thinking about ESCC,
Yeah.
can we try such that before I was sharing with a friend and he told me that maybe we do this before this money reaches our hands for fundraising, it goes through ESCC.
Mhm.
That if you are bringing us money beyond 100,000, then you must get a recommendation letter signed by Halake Wako. Is he still there, Halake Wako?
Actually, I think
So that we know that this money
mm,
is clean money. We can use it to build the church of God.
I think that's a bill that I don't know whether it has been tabled or it is to be tabled in Parliament.
Okay.
But my thought is, if I want to give money. Okay, it's good. You will question about me about how I got the money, where I got it from. But I think the main reason behind, actually the logic behind this bill, I think, is it a bill that is to be tabled in Parliament? I think the argument behind it is that maybe some of this money is money made for the common mwananchi, money that has been grabbed from
for the public
use. So, but the question is, even if I go to a church and want to give 2 million, you question and find that this money, I took it, maybe it was meant for public funds, maybe to cater for hunger in the hunger-stricken areas.
And such.
But actually, the big question that the common mwananchi will ask, is it that if you investigate where I got this money,
it will stop?
That will it stop people from grabbing money from wherever they took it from?
You see.
Because I think, the common mwananchi would rather, ukiniibia hii shati, tuseme, okay, let's assume you stole this shirt of mine. Then kesho ukaniletea, ukaniambia, actually here, take it. Hii ni zawadi nimekuletea. And then there's another guy who stole it from me, na akaenda nayo anaitumia huko, anafanyia shughuli zake. Actually, who will you appreciate? Okay, you took my shirt, but now I have it back. The other guy took my shirt, but I'll no longer have it. So I think this bill, actually, I don't see if it will make any difference. In fact, it will hurt the mwananchi, because the money that maybe, assuming that the money that they're giving the churches has been stolen, it will only benefit this person.
I see.
Like if he comes and brings it to the church,
atujenge
nyumba ya Mungu, we'll be fine.
I see your point. So you are trying to say that maybe some people will be discouraged from that entire process of being screened, going through the sieve called ESCC, that before they bring us their money.
They bring us
but
their money.
That I think that can be a right way, but a right channel. But I think in this country, people who choose to do the right things, they have the chance of a snowball in hell. You see, it shall melt in the few seconds it is exposed there. So I think I don't know what we'll do, but we just need discipline.
We need discipline.
Yeah, need discipline.
Actually, I think talking about the new currency, you see, the other major discussion that has been going around is the new note constitutional?
Is it constitutional?
Actually, to my understanding, what does the constitution say about the new currency? How should it be?
My basic knowledge of the Kenyan law tells me that Article 231, that the new notes or coins shall bear an image which reflects the national values and national history, and it should bear the image of no individual. But when you look at the note, what do you see?
as some people say, you know, most of the guys have been saying that this note, the image that is there, it's not a portrait of anyone. But you know, when you show it to any little child,
It doesn't
they'll
take
tell you,
a 2-year-old
what will they
to
tell
tell you
this
this
is,
is a person.
in fact, they will give you their names,
Yes, yes.
the exact names. So
Yes.
instead of us having such questionable things on the note,
Yes.
why wouldn't they just, let's say, take a photo? You know, was it in the
Let's say of
50
Mount Kenya.
Was it in the 50 bob 50 shilling note, or in the 100 shilling note that we had these two tusks that are usually, you know, when you see them, you just know that automatically this is Mombasa,
that's Mombasa.
Kenya.
So
I think using such images would have been better.
I think in this country,
Yeah.
we know what the law says, but we have this penchant towards circumnavigating the law.
The
We
law,
always want to do what is opposite the law, and this has been the reason behind many problems in this country.
Yeah.
When you go to KICC, the KICC has a 360 degrees angle. You can take a photo from any area. Like when I take your photo, I can take from this front or the rear.
Yeah.
And if I know that this thing might be questionable, why should I take the picture in front? Why can't I go to the other side and take the picture and avoid these questions? How can it be that from 2012 up to now, because according to the law, it is in 2012 when we were to introduce these new notes.
Yeah.
But 8 years down the line, we bring them, but they still have questions.
Question mark. You see, actually, I have no more to say. I think this country, we just like having discussions.
But but all will be well.
I hope so.
All will
I
be
hope
well.
so. Yeah.
All will be well, our viewer. What is your view? Do you have a few notes, the new notes? Maybe you can meet and to give up some. Okay, that's aside. But thank you so much for tuning in, and let's hear your comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you.